お嬢様。
貴様。
ご堪能くださいませ。
Picking up the events from the previous installment, Black Butler Season 5 Episode 10 begins with Diedrich engaged in a combat against Wolfram Geyser. With precise guile, he pretends to call for an attack, which bamboozles Baldroy. Diedrich uses this diversion to kick Wolfram Geyser and shoot his wrist. Having sustained injuries, Wolfram swiftly hides behind a tree. At this moment, in Black Butler Season 5 Episode 10, Ceil Phantomhive asks Diedrich why he has come. The man explains that Ceil is in a lot of trouble. While carrying him, Diedrich explains that the army has been setting up something deadly in the forest. Just then, a powerful blast cuts through a few trees, halting Diedrich and Ceil from their escape. Diedrich shields Ceil from the attack. After the blast, Snake and Baldroy join the duo. Meanwhile, the ground continues to shake violently. At this moment, Black Butler Season 5 Episode 10 shows an armored vehicle emerging from the land. Interestingly, it's a military Panzer. Sensing trouble, Diedrich urges the party to run as fast as they can. While running from the tank, Ceil can't help but be amazed by Germany's technological advancements. Hilda and others are inside the tank, charging at Ceil. Hilda continues to give instructions to Anne and other military personnel. Meanwhile, in Black Butler Season 5 Episode 10, Baldroy attempts to fire multiple rounds of bullets at the tank. However, Panzer's excellent defense renders his shots useless. The bullets don't even put a scratch on the tank. On the other hand, Diedrich says they must continue running, as the tank's cannon can kill them in an instant. At the same time, he informs Ceil that a military railway exists on the eastern side of the forest. According to Diedrich in Black Butler Season 5 Episode 10, it's a railway used to transport goods to build the village. He thinks they can escape via train. Just then, Ceil Phantomhive collapses from sustaining multiple injuries during his battle against Wolfram. At this moment, Panzer's cannon gets loaded. Yet, before the blow can annihilate them, Sebastian Michaelis appears. He manages to rescue Ceil from the attack. Meanwhile, Diedrich requests the others to continue running, since another attack could approach them any minute. Meanwhile, Wolfram Geyser becomes furious at the army for not hesitating to kill Sieglinde. He mentions that Sieglinde Sullivan would have been a casualty if she had been caught in the blast. He angrily stands up and heads off somewhere. Elsewhere, Sebastian shows Ceil the Sulin samples he gathered from the lab. Ceil looks at them and orders Baldroy and Snake to head to the railway station with Diedrich and inform Finian, Tanaka, Mei Rin, and Sieglinde with a flare. Following this, in Black Butler Season 5 Episode 10, Ceil hands over the Sulin samples to Diedrich and asks him to carry them. Diedrich complains that he has to do the worst job and compares Ceil with Vincent. However, Ceil Phantomhive says he trusts him with such a job. The boy further states that he and Sebastian will handle the Panzer. Diedrich is slightly worried, but Baldroy assures him, saying Ceil must have a plan. He also mentions that they have Sebastian. The narrative for Black Butler Season 5 Episode 10 then shows Sebastian Michaelis carrying Ceil Phantomhive. Although Ceil wants his demon butler to put him down, Sebastian says he won't because he is not wearing shoes. Sebastian also teases Ceil for his petite figure. Soon after that, Ceil commands his butler to destroy Panzer. Meanwhile, Hilda arranges a machine gun to kill Sebastian, but the demon butler swiftly dodges the bullets and kicks against the side of the Panzer. Interestingly, Sebastian's blow leaves a footprint on the tank's surface. However, it fails to pierce through. While evading the bullets, Sebastian notes that the tank's surface is very thick. He speculates that such a tank must have a thinner and lighter part somewhere. Otherwise, it wouldn't be possible to move it at a high speed. Black Butler Season 5 Episode 10 then shows Sebastian moving with extreme speed, evading the soldiers' bullets. He leaves a bomb made by Baldroy, which explodes the infantry. Hilda then commands the tank's operators to adjust the angle of the shooting. The commander is ready to die along with others, even if it means destroying Ceil and Sebastian. When they get to the shooting range, Hilda orders her troops to fire the cannon. At this moment, in Black Butler Season 5 Episode 10, Sebastian jumps forward and kicks the gun. He follows it up by punching a hole through the top, after realizing that it's the tank's most vulnerable point. Sensing danger, Hilda shoots Sebastian a few times before she runs out of ammo. The demon butler then throws a couple of more bombs made by Baldroy into the tank to explode it. Following this, the narrative for Black Butler Season 5, Episode 10 shifts the perspective to Ludger, a Grim Reaper, who reaps Anne's soul and analyzes her record. Ludger notes to his partner, Sasha, that demons are indeed ruthless. However, Sasha doesn't pay attention to him. Instead, she is reading a document. Sasha mentions that the documents sent by their English branch have been exhilarating. Black Butler Season 5 Episode 10 ends with Ludger, and Sasha realizing that the upcoming events might become interesting.